Hey everyone, welcome to the Free for All podcast, your source for all things geeks. I'm one of your hosts, Josh Barnett, alongside Chuck Nally.
Hello.
Trey Elliott.
Yo.
And we got nobody else.
Nope. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
We don't need them.
Fuck them.
We're cool.
Pieces of shit.
Sorta.
Yeah.
A little bit.
None of that is accurate.
No?
That's fair.
No. Hey, I got a new poll, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fishing pole or
Stripper pole.
stripper pole, fire pole?
All three of those combined into one thing.
Yeah.
You just throw a stripper pole into the into the ocean in hopes of fish get some,
Yeah.
get in the mood.
Yeah. As long as there's
okay.
a fireman on the end of one side for a bobber.
He's the one holding it up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it doesn't sink all the way.
No, there's a new poll on Twitter. Most anticipated game release of the first quarter: Horizon Zero Dawn, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and what was the other one?
Halo Wars 2?
Halo Wars 2. That's it.
The one you voted for.
The one I voted for. God, I'm hanging out with you too much.
Yeah, I got the update right here if you want it.
Yeah. Give us the update, Josh.
Yeah, so we are 31 votes in so far, and 0% for Horizon Zero Dawn. Everybody's wrong. Halo Wars 2 at 6% with 2 votes. Resident Evil 7 at 6% with 2 votes. And Zelda at 87% with 28 votes. 27 votes.
There's a
Math.
lot of Nintendo folks out there. Oh, God, we should come up with Nintendo where you swipe right and left for, like, different Nintendo properties.
Or just like characters. Just like
Yeah.
everybody swipes left for Toad.
100% accurate. Fuck Toad.
He's the worst.
Yeah, we could probably make that happen.
No, up to 34 votes. This is just... Rob should retweet all of our shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Also,
he caters to a specific
yeah,
audience.
I was going to say, but he basically just retweeted it to a bunch of Nintendo fans.
But I'm okay with that, because that's what I voted for as well.
I just want a scientifically accurate poll.
This
I don't feel
seems
like
to
we're
be
getting it.
scientifically accurate right here.
Do you have a brother that does a Xbox and/or PlayStation podcast?
They could probably retweet it to some other Southern Baptists.
Huh?
And if they use apps, they would be Southern Baptists.
That's right.
That's fair. I
So what
guess.
did you name our, what was it?
The one about Evan.
Oh, yeah, Open Face Evan Sandwich.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good call.
I figured everyone would appreciate that.
That one wasn't too bad.
We didn't even discuss it last week, so
We did. We just didn't come to a conclusion.
Oh,
I
I
did
didn't.
the same thing.
Oh, I mean, you read them all, but I'm saying we
Yeah.
didn't even come to a consensus. Normally, we come to a consensus and then I forget about it.
I don't think any of that's true.
For those listening at home, we're talking about last week's title of the show.
Yeah.
Indeed,
Inside Baseball.
Indeed.
inside
So
podcast really, it's nothing like baseball.
now it's everything like baseball because nobody cares.
That's also not true.
Anyway, it's
I thought you were gonna
2017
say
now.
something like, so how does it feel?
Yeah, I
Say
probably
a
could have
shitty-ass
rubbed it in a
joke
little
that
bit
doesn't
more.
land.
I could have. It's 2017.
Yay.
It is. Our first show, 2017.
Yeah.
You guys know we're only after tonight, we are 8 episodes away from our 200th episode
What?
of the Free for All podcast.
And 201 viewers. Up top. Yeah.
You
I
should
hope
have just left it there.
I just say McDonald's. I hope my forehead was greasy.
It's always greasy.
That's fair.
You get
Anyways,
the
I don't know.
permanent meat sweats.
I'm not sure where to go from that. Legitimate insult. No, yeah, we're 8 episodes away. I'm really hoping within 8 weeks Evan is back.
That would be cool.
Because we really need to do our award shows. And
Can that be the one where we do our top 5 liquors?
oh God, maybe in celebration,
Right?
That would be interesting.
Do
and
it like
expensive.
let's do it on like a Saturday night instead
You
of on
make
a
a hell of a
Tuesday.
Caucasian, Jackie.
I'm
White
just,
Russians will be had.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying.
twice.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, it'll be a bad show.
That'd
No,
be
I don't know.
awesome.
I thought about talking to you guys about doing something potentially unique for the 200th episode, but listen, I'm not sure if it's a game or a movie's. I guess it'd be a game.
200th main show because we've done a shit ton more than that in terms
Yes,
of
yes,
overall
the episode that will have a 200 in front of it. Yeah, we've obviously done Geek Sheets and Geek to Geeks and everything else. We're actually almost to 100 on Geek to Geeks, so we're getting close
Already?
there.
How about that?
Wow, like
90
almost 2 years of that shit.
Yeah, it's 1 week behind, so we'll have our 200th main episode, and then the next week will be our 100th Geek to Geek.
And that's when we do our top 5 shots specifically.
Sure. Jesus Christ.
I just was thinking about it today. I was like, man, it's been a while since we've done like a food or a drink podcast.
Yeah,
like, and
I would
I
definitely
think
not
those
mind
are
that.
always fun.
They
They're
are.
really funny. I especially enjoy how irritated Evan gets about us chewing and or slurping into the microphone.
Oh, the cereal one was awful.
It
They're-
was
they're
awesome
always
because of
awful.
how frustrated he got.
Normally, I would also be frustrated with that, but on those particular podcasts,
You know what you're getting into.
yeah, exactly.
One should be our pizza toppings because we haven't done that. And we've
Yeah.
always talked about it. And one should be
We'll figure it
alcohol.
out. We'll figure it out. But either way, those should be exciting episodes, and they'll be coming out around the same time, I think, as our year-end stuff. Probably a little bit after that, but either way,
yes.
I'm excited for those milestones.
Max agrees. Or at
Apparently
least
so.
He's
I forgot he was down here or existed.
That's
Doug has
fair.
replaced you, Max.
That is fair. He is very much the redheaded stepchild of your dogs now.
Doug has replaced you, Freeman.
38 votes. We're up to 89% Zelda. And 5% for the other two, and then Horizon. We'll be checking back in with
Host
that poll.
the show, Josh.
I was getting to it.
Eventually. God.
Any good New Year's stories? I mean, we were all here, so there's that. Probably have the same stories.
It was pretty fun.
It was.
Had a good time. Trey saboraged a champagne bottle with just like a glue scraper.
Yeah. It took me
Then
a
we
couple
drank
tries.
that champagne
Yep.
/ glue.
I mean, there wasn't any glue on it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it with a hotel iron, so that was definitely not the most obscure thing I've ever done it with, but it's up there.
It's got to be close.
Oh yeah, I mean, the only thing that tops it is the hotel iron. I feel like that's a little more random. At least that thing is kind of like a knife, a little bit. But yeah, no, it's always fun to. Did you ever find that top? By the way, I just thought about that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
And it,
I totally forgot about it after we did it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, I got it. It didn't go nearly as far as I thought it did. But the wind blew it back into like the driveway, and I stepped on it. But I had shoes on. So.
Oh,
that's
there's
good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't like.
The wind also blew over my entire trash can, and I was like running around like a fucking idiot.
Come back here.
Come back here, trash!
That has my personal information on it.
I don't do that. I pee on that stuff first.
Oh,
and then throw it away.
okay. Okay. Toxic pee?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It just disintegrates everything that it touches.
That's why you had to get the new toilet.
Yeah, he has very specially coated
It's
toilets.
an even more special toilet than you realize.
They use them only at like
Mhm.
nuclear testing facilities and stuff, just in case.
Oh, I gave up cigars.
Oh, did you?
Chewing cigars.
Really?
Yep. I told.
Awesome.
I
I've
told.
never been more happy. This is as exciting as when Evan gave up dipping. What?
I
Oh,
haven't-
so the difference is that your cigarettes, pieces of them didn't end up all over the fucking place. Granted, now that we don't do the show at my house, it's not as bad.
Mm.
But like between him and Evan, there was some sort of tobacco in my floor at all times when we did
Shrapnel.
the podcast.
That's fair.
Shrapnel.
God, I went to a gas station on my way home from Mary's today, and there is just a tub of Skull apparently you can buy now. It's 12 cans in one. It looked like a
Tub of
Haagen-Dazs.
Skull?
It looked like a Haagen-Dazs pint.
How are those rednecks gonna fit that in their back pocket?
I don't know. It was disgusting. They were just like pyramided up on the counter. I was like, oh my god.
No, I didn't give up dipping. I just gave up chewing cigars. So.
Did you wait? What? You don't dip?
No, I don't dip. I've dipped a few times playing golf, and it makes me kind of lightheaded,
I
like all the
can't.
time.
I
makes
can't
fun of me
imagine
'cause
doing
I'm,
it.
Yeah,
like, through
that
it
is
one time.
one of the few things I've like never even tried.
I will never try it.
I've-
I
I've
can't imagine.
Tried smoking, don't like it. I decided after this past New Year's, like I'm gonna give up on the charade. Like I don't like smoking cigars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it like I get that I feel a little less manly because I don't, but I just don't like.
You guys disappointed me because I
Yeah.
came out the next day and there was a line of 4, like not even half smoked cigars.
Yeah,
and they
one of
were
those was-
soaking wet because of the rain. I'm like, you motherfuckers! I could have smoked them at the end.
Like I totally intended to continue smoking, but then we started talking, and I had set it down, and then it started raining hard. And by that point, I checked mine; it was already
God.
wet. I should have thrown it away. I feel bad about that, but I was pissed that I didn't.
I didn't feel
finish
bad
it.
about that part. I mean, I clean up shit like that all the time, but
I know, still
man, those things
Sorry.
aren't cheap.
I owe you a
those
cigar.
Weren't, those weren't Swisher Sweets, man.
they were not.
Yes,
Swisher
I definitely owe you a
smells so
cigar
good.
then. But yeah, I just don't like. I don't. It's like I like the flavor of it. I don't like this.
The act.
Apparently my like lungs and esophagus do not enjoy smoke. I mean, granted, cigars I'm not supposed to inhale, but like just like any sort of smoke, whether
there's
cigarettes,
a
cigars.
feeling
Other things, don't like any kind of smoke.
Like, even though I don't inhale yet, there is actually, like, there's a coarseness to my throat, like, for, like, 2 to 3 days after I smoke a cigar, too, for some reason. Which is weird, because I
Could
certainly
be all
don't
that
inhale.
dick you've been chugging.
So anyway.
No, even like Brittany, she has like a really big hookah.
Hey, Halo Wars got another vote.
Finally. So no, Brittany has this like really big hookah at the house, and her mom got her a bunch of like new stuff for that for Christmas, and so she was like begging me to smoke that with her. And I was like, all right, fine. Like I've done it before, but it's been a long time.
Trey, we may need to talk. This girl sounds like a bad influence on you.
Hookah is definitely highly addictive. It's like fucking apple flavored.
Trying to get you to fucking smoke
tobacco.
everything.
But
I mean, you can put all kinds of stuff in there, man.
Yeah.
no, I know, but this was just like tobacco.
Oh, okay.
The crack's coming next. Don't worry.
Wow, smoking crack out of a hookah.
That sounds intense.
That is about the most.
Do you guys not live? What?
But yeah, no, I don't like it. I just don't like smoking things. It's apparently not like because
Except for bitches on the basketball court
well, yeah. I mean, obviously,
and sausages.
dude, I cooked up some really good smoked sausage the other night. It was
I've
awesome.
never seen you more excited.
I put some onions in there. I know you wouldn't have eaten it that way, but
I
threw
don't
some
mind
soy sauce in there. It
Grilled
was
onions
good.
are good.
I don't-
Soy sauce?
Yeah, believe it or not, it tasted really good with a sausage, and it tasted great with the onions. It was like I was at Ichiban. If Ichiban serves smoked sausage,
You can probably bring them a smoked sausage and they cook it for you.
probably. I don't know. It was a really good dinner.
Did you guys hear Genghis shut down?
What did?
Genghis?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, health code violations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate there like 2 weeks before that happened.
Yeah, enjoy your
Didn't feel
whatever,
good for a
herpes or
couple
whatever you get.
herpes.
Yeah, is that on a
I don't
thing?
think that's what they got shut down for.
You don't know.
It's a crossbreed. Salmonella herpes.
Oh, that sounds like the
E.
worst
coli
porn
herpes.
star.
Yo, what's up, girl? My name is Salmonella herpes. Let me get that butt. No.
No. All right, video games.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So we're talking about
that
this
is
week?
what we were talking about this week.
I guess.
You guys played them.
Sorta.
I didn't.
Oh, we're not starting with news?
Come on, man.
Oh, we didn't even talk
Someone's got to
about
keep the tradition alive.
we didn't even talk about. You didn't ask for lists or anything.
No, I know there's Batman, and we played Jackbox on New Year's.
And then you got that rain game.
Yeah, I finished King's Quest.
Oh, did you? All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
It's not my fault. I don't like playing the show.
Are we doing handheld stuff first or
Yes.
mobile?
You got a mobile game?
Reigns.
Okay.
We all played this.
Yeah. Reigns is
Did we?
yeah, it's
Yeah, keep going. He'll figure it out.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Honestly. A vote,
Oh yeah, I got it now.
a vote for Breath of the Wild is a vote for this guy. So
Sup.
let's just put it there. Anyway, so yeah, Reigns is kind of like Tinder, but for like ruling a kingdom of sorts. You get
They have a
situations.
Tinder for everything these days.
They do. You get situations pulled up on these cards, and you can swipe right typically for yes, left for no. And then there's 4 aspects of your kingdom that you got to manage: the religion, the people, the army, and the money. So if any of those get too high, you swipe right for something, and it affects 2 of the 3. If any of those get too high, then you lose. So like the church takes over, and you get ostracized and die alone.
Yeah, I had
out there in the
I got
field.
like died as a martyr or something because I let the
Yeah.
church one get too high.
Yeah, and if you let any of them get too low, let's say for instance the money, then the merchants take over, they break in, and they kill you.
Gotcha.
So you got to try to keep it as long as you can. I've gotten to 49 years before, and I died of old age. I was like 70.
And is it a year per swipe?
No,
or-
no, I
It
don't
seems
think
like
so.
it was.
I think it depends on what the situations are, because sometimes you'll go into a dungeon, and you'll get lost in there, but it's not a year for every swipe for that.
Gotcha.
But there's
Probably some
different
kind of algorithm, like certain actions take a year.
Yeah.
To
Yeah, and it's it's pretty clever because once you get killed or whatever, I think Josh, you lasted what, like 2 years before you died.
It was
went
like,
like
2.
2
It was 6 and then like 9.
Okay, so
So
children.
combined 15.
So children, you were killed as a child.
Well, maybe children shouldn't be rulers.
Apparently not. But yeah, so
Interesting.
as soon as that ends, you go on to somebody else. So it would be like, Edward the 50th king or something along those
Sure.
lines. And when you start off, it starts off at 0. So you just keep going, and we're into like 1700s or something along those lines right now. So I think it's pretty fun. It did cost some money. It was $2.
Really?
You
but
spent money on a mobile game.
I did because I wanted some. I feel like my mobile category for the Game Awards this year is kind of lacking.
Oh yeah, mine's gonna be weak as shit.
And this was on several Game of the Year lists, including CNET and somebody else. Who do we look? Kotaku. So
I can see this being a Kotaku game.
yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
They have a very unique style usually.
yeah, I liked it quite a bit. I don't see the longevity of it per se, but my son liked it also.
Yeah, it's definitely like an interesting concept taking that Twitter kind of idea and putting it into an actual video game.
Yeah,
and not a terrible dating service.
Tinder, not Twitter.
Did I say Twitter?
yeah,
You
I
did.
meant Tinder. Sorry.
that's all right.
I'm sure someone
Although
could
a
make
Twitter
a game out
dating
of Twitter.
service, to be fair,
Would also be awful. Oh,
Every-
internet
every-
dating is awful. Let's just be very clear about that.
yeah, it's pretty bad all around.
It is indeed.
Yes. You said you finished King's Quest.
I got more mobile games.
Oh shit. I'm just. Feel free to like just join in here.
What are you talking about?
Just let me know what you got.
God, you're the worst.
I forgot to ask you guys.
Real quick, I did
I'm
play.
sorry again.
No, it's fine.
I
You
did play
guys-
Mario Run, which I
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that, have we? I was thinking we
I
talked about
thought
that
we
2 weeks
did.
ago.
I thought we did. Maybe not. Go ahead.
if it was before Christmas. I don't think we had.
I don't think we have either, and I've played that too.
I played a little bit of it too.
Mario, I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a sideways runner in Mario settings, but it's not like a traditional, like Temple Run or something along those lines. Run from Trump.
Sure.
You remember that?
I don't.
You're the Muslim guy. And you're
Oh,
having
yeah,
to
yeah,
run,
yeah.
and
No, I
Trump's
do
like
remember
right
that.
behind you.
Yep.
But I like it quite a bit. I think it's fun.
I think it's okay. I think if this was anything other than Mario, $10 would be fucking ludicrous. Like $2.99 max would be the right price. Especially because it's not endless.
This costs you guys money?
I mean,
If you want the full game.
to
okay.
get it to unlock everything is $9.99.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
fuck that. I ain't paying that.
Yeah, so like, and because there are games out there like all the, I know I often compare Mario to Rayman because Rayman is a superior platformer. But dude, those Rayman mobile games are completely free. I mean, now granted, there's some like pay to play stuff where you can obviously advance quicker if you pay, but I've never paid a cent for a single Rayman game. There are like 3 of them out, and they are all a lot more fun than this Mario game. Like the idea of like not having to like worry about like jumping on enemies or anything. Like I don't know, it just doesn't feel very great. Like to me, the actual mechanics of it, like it feels a little slow to respond.
See, I didn't.
For me?
I've only played like 2 levels. I didn't have any problem with that myself, but
I didn't feel that either.
I don't know, maybe it's just me.
I
But
thought it was kind of
either way.
cool how, like any of the little enemies, you just kind of hurdle over unless you want to jump on them, and you can jump on them mid, like hurdle. And
Yeah,
Right, and get
it's-
coins or whatever, but
because it's similar, but it's also different from Rayman. Like, yes, Rayman's about getting all the what are they called? Jiggies?
Yeah.
Not jiggies. Those
Luma.
are
or whatever the fuck they're called, yeah.
Lumas, right?
no. There's something different than that. I think.
Lumas or the Lumas?
Lumies, yeah, Lumies.
Lumies?
Whatever they
L-U-M-I-E-S, yes.
Whatever they are, yeah. I mean, yes, it's about getting each one of those in the
Yep, that's
game.
literally all it's about.
But this is like kind of more a perfection of like your run rather than in Rayman. Like there is a like one specific path. This one there feels like there's a lot of different paths.
There
to
are
try
3
and
paths per level on this.
to like try and maximize
They're
your
also,
score and get
like-
the most coins. And there's a strategy element with like the like extra life system to be able to like go further back in a level and like rack up even more coins. Like I think there's a lot more to the game. Like you can sacrifice your ability to have another life if you intentionally want to go back and get more.
I mean, there's you have that system only within 20 levels for $10 versus Rayman. There's like 50 or 60 levels.
there's not that many. in
There
the
are
Rayman game.
absolutely that many in the newest Rayman.
And I love those Rayman games. I do. I didn't love the newest one. I can't remember what it's even called
and it's got
anymore.
like multiple different objectives and all sorts of different stuff. I mean, again, even if you separate the Rayman from it, it's not that it's a bad game. It's an okay game, but I don't think it's anything exceptional. Like it doesn't strike me as something that's like that impressed me in any way. And again, for Nintendo's first mobile game, and on top of that, to be asking double, triple, quadruple what most other runners, especially it not being endless and there being a finite amount of content outside of like the multiplayer stuff, like for them to be asking that much money for something that's not necessarily that exceptional to me anyway, seems kind of very fucking Nintendo.
I don't know. I've like plenty of people I know have played it and liked
Oh
it
yeah,
a lot more
I'm probably
than
in
me,
the
so
minority. I'm just
I'm gonna try it when it comes out on Android. I'll decide if I want to actually pay the full price for it at that point in time. I have no problem paying for a mobile game.
yeah, I
in
don't
any
either. I
way.
mean, I've paid $10 for a mobile game before. I just don't think this is worth $10.
Any other mobile games?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. It's like The Adventures of Dog Mancata and Pizza Boy.
That sounds ridiculous.
It does sound ridiculous, but it's quite awesome.
What?
What? It is a point and click adventure.
Okay.
Like Day of the Tentacle, but different people have done it. If we weren't using my phone for Periscope, I'd look it up right now. But so far, it's pretty good. The voiceover work is kind of shit. And this was another one of those games that I paid money for.
All right.
Breaking my streak here, but I needed some.
Clearly.
And this was on a couple of Game of the Year watch lists too, but it was because of the content and being able to work out a point and click adventure on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Which has been pretty cool so far. So, first impressions, some difficult puzzles putting together. You've got your inventory you've got on the right-hand side of your screen is just like a hand holding part of like a jacket or something, and you click on the hand and it opens up your inventories all inside of your coat. So you can combine things and then use those in point and click kind of style. So
That's cool. How much of it did you get through?
I got through the first full level. I released Dog is like this werewolf kind of FBI bounty hunter kind of guy, and he got trapped in this
Like the guy on A&E?
yeah.
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yes, I guess so.
Is it dog like DAWG or DOG?
DOG.
I've searched many different ways to look up adventure and adventures of dog, and I've yet to find it.
Just type in Dog M-O.
Mendonca?
Yeah.
There it is.
Dog Mendonca from Deep Silver, actually. It's $5. And Pizza Boy.
Yeah.
Dog
That's it.
Mendonca and Pizza Boy. I guess probably could have just looked up
This
Pizza
looks
Boy.
fantastic.
Yeah, it really does. The art is awesome.
Yeah, the art is really good.
Holy shit.
I mean, $5 is a bit pricey, but so far I've put about 45 minutes into it, and I like it quite a bit, and it seems like it's pretty detailed. So the only detriment that I have to is the voiceover, but I mean, you can read all the quote bubbles, so I just turn the volume off.
Most of my mobile games get played with no volume at this point. I'm gonna pick up this probably and that Dragon Cancer eventually for Game of the Year purposes because I definitely want to play that as well.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna. I don't know what I want to play that on. Maybe my iPad.
Yeah, it seems like I wish I had.
I don't want to play it
I
on
might
a
get it on
small
my
screen.
tablet, which is a little bit bigger, but it's not the fastest tablet in the world. So we'll see. If it's like a cross purchase thing where I can just have it on.
That's
both.
That's on consoles too, though, right?
No, it's
Oh, is
only
it not?
PC and on
I thought it was on
mobile.
PlayStation for some reason.
I wish. Trust me, I was looking for it. But
Gotcha.
that's cool. I'm glad you brought that up because I totally didn't know about it. And it like the art is awesome, and it totally looks like it's like Back to the Future in terms of the font.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna check that out too.
Definitely.
cool. All right.
Any other mobile games?
Probably, but I can't think off the top of my head.
Let's talk about
Continue.
King's Quest. goddammit.
Okay. I'm sad that I don't get to talk about this with Evan because I know Evan kind of fell in love with this after I talked him into playing the first episode.
Yeah, I meant to play the first chapter because it was. I think the first 2 chapters were free on PlayStation a couple months ago.
First chapter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
I
the
never
first
got
the
around
first
to it.
chapter is like 5 hours long. Like there's a lot of puzzling to it too. So,
Gotcha.
Overall, I will say that this was kind of a roller coaster ride of quality. I
Ups and
think
downs.
There's
some
what,
ups and downs.
5 episodes.
5 episodes and an epilogue.
Okay.
Epilogue was only maybe half an hour worth of stuff. So you are essentially this old king voiced beautifully by Christopher Lloyd.
Hell yeah,
And
Christopher
he's telling his granddaughter like all these stories, and each episode you're a little older. So the first one was how you became king, and then the second one you're a little older, and like your townspeople that you used in the first one are captured by these goblins. You got to get them out. The third one is where you meet your wife, and actually, depending on what you decide to do, there's 2 actual princesses that you can marry up
That's
there.
cool.
And depending on what you decide to do, that actually changes the rest of the game as far as your wife and some of the children and what they look like and stuff
Sure.
like that. And then the fourth one, you're trying to find your missing son, Alexander, and then the fifth one is your final heroic adventure as an old man. And that is all these revolve around defeating some guy named Manny.
Boffins?
No.
I can't remember his full name. Anyway, but yeah, so like you're going through, and at first he's like this little goblin that's kind of trying to help you out, but that's only because he thinks you're a nitwit and he's going to try to take the kingdom from you. But then as it goes on, he transforms. He's a wizard and he transforms himself into like this incredibly powerful guy. So you have to figure at the last one, you have to figure out these like a series of word puzzles. There's like 6 or 7 word puzzles, and if you miss any of them, then you become hypnotized and you lose the game, and he controls you for the rest of your life. But it's overall the last one was very much kind of, it went all the way back to the first one, like and it was really cool too because it was sad because he was so old, he's starting to forget parts of his stories. So the things that he was forgetting was like all white. It was the like the first level, the first area from the first chapter, but it's all white and you couldn't like go into it because he's
So
like,
it was
oh, I
like-
can't remember that part anymore. That's not important, that kind of thing. So he was forgetting parts of the story, but you knew like where it was. There's actually a secret achievement that if you go into an area where you know where it is, it unlocks it. He's like, fine, I'll try to remember harder or something along those lines.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But he winds up, spoilers, after he finishes this story, he gets up and he's going to go on his one last adventure, but he's obviously like really sick towards the end of his life, and he falls down, and he winds up passing away the next day and leaving the kingdom to his granddaughter. And then
Damn.
yeah,
It's a sad ending.
it is. And then the epilogue is her going on an adventure of her own with like his hat and the bow from one of the guys from the very beginning. But it's pretty fantastic. I'm sad that Evan's not here to talk about it. I think that the second and probably the fourth chapters of this were kind of a letdown, but I love the fifth one because of how much it felt like the first.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys talked pretty fondly about this for the most part, so
Yeah, I definitely wanted to take a look at it.
And they finally got it all in 2016, even though they kind of ninja'd it. Episode 5 came out like I want to say on like the week of Halloween, and then the epilogue was like 2 weeks after that. So,
Which is it's cool. It's nice to see like between that and another game that you guys are going to talk about here in a second, like episodic games actually getting decent scheduled releases nowadays. Like Hitman got all
decently
their content
consistent,
out.
yeah.
It's good to see that. You mentioned Nitwit, and it made me think. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and do you know how Nimrod became an insult?
Nope.
So Nimrod is like a phrase used normally for like an idiot or a dumbass.
he's also an all-powerful robot from the X-Men universe.
Apparently,
Yes.
also a biblical character, a very famous and well-known hunter. And it only became an insult for somebody because Bugs Bunny continued to call Elmer Fudd a Nimrod. He would say like, "Oh, we got a real Nimrod over here," and people.
he was making a biblical reference.
Yes, and people actually morphed
I did
that
not know that.
into him being an idiot in general.
Huh.
So pop culture,
Way to go, Bible.
right? Some good Bible right there.
That's good Bible.
I think we only have one more game this week, right? I don't have shit to talk about.
We've
sadly.
got a few small things.
Yeah, and I also finished all the episodes of Minecraft Story Mode.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Sweet.
So,
Is that good?
I've been playing games. Somebody's got to.
Yeah, because I have
no,
not.
it died off hard for me. Like I have to finish Last Guardian and Watch Dogs and Final Fantasy like soon. There's like 80 hours of gameplay to be had there.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know,
know
man.
when the fuck I'm gonna do it.
Probably on your 3 days off a week, you asshole.
Yeah, so Minecraft Story Mode, I thought it was awesome. I liked it a lot. I actually liked the 3 episodes that came after probably better than almost any of the other ones. The The last one had to deal with during the course of all this, you and your new Order of the Stone, which happens in the first 5 chapters, are trying to kind of make your own legacy, and you get trapped in this hallway with like all these portal doors, and you can't figure out how to get home. So this one person tricks you into going into this one portal to essentially fight and free like all these people who are trapped in this gladiator style Minecraft thing, where if you lose, you work in these mines forever. So you have to figure out a way to win, get out, and go back to your house, your own little Minecraft world there.
So overall, 8 episodes, right? Total
8 episodes. Yep, there was a season pass plus 3 additional $5 chapters.
To me, and you can buy on disc now the whole 8. Initially they released a disc with 5, and now there's a separate.
Oh, okay,
disc
that's good.
That's the complete adventures with
Okay.
all 8. Give me a score just off the top of your head for all 8. If you had to give me a
7.
season score, okay, it's pretty solid.
Yeah. I loved it. Some of the music and stuff. Patton Oswalt is the lead. You also have Ashley Johnson and Brian Posehn, also a voice in.
Brian
this.
Posehn.
I
What a
do
great
love
name.
me some Brian Posehn.
Yeah, you do.
I just like Posehn.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, good, but not like great. It's not the
Okay.
best Telltale you'll ever see, but it was definitely better than I thought it was going to be.
That's
It
fair.
also gave me some very easy diamond achievements.
Because nobody was playing it.
Nobody's playing it apparently. Same thing with King's Quest though, which is a shame.
It is. Both of those really.
Yes.
It's funny though. I think a lot of people are getting Minecraft story mode for their kids, and then their kids are just like, I don't know, like some of those
This
kids are-
ain't Minecraft.
yeah, or they're probably not even fucking old enough to like read well enough to play that game or something. But because we sell a shit ton of that game, man.
Story mode?
Yeah, I sold like 3 copies this morning.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's
But the kids want Minecraft. They don't
yeah.
want.
I always
story
ask,
mode for
does your
Minecraft.
kid already have Minecraft? And if they say no, I'm like, this isn't what you want. If your kid asks you for Minecraft, you're buying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because my son, who likes Minecraft a lot, got tired of this pretty quick.
gotcha.
He liked it, but he just didn't see a reason to go back.
And then Chuck and I did play a very small amount of Dead Rising 4's multiplayer.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys
this past
had,
week.
hadn't talked about that before.
Yeah.
First impressions, at least.
Yeah, so it's like a wave-based thing. In
Like
my
a
opinion,
horde
not
mode.
yeah, but more well, not really.
But it's open world horde mode.
Yeah,
like
it's not so
you're
much that
inside
they're-
of the mall in
Okay.
that town.
You're kind of going to the wave instead of the wave coming to you.
Okay.
So it's
So it's
yeah,
like clear an area, move on type
kind
thing?
of yeah. You're-
Yeah, and there's objectives like, hey, I need you to get this password, or hey, I need you to push this button, and
They're
or-
almost like mini missions. But,
Yeah.
but it isn't like you completed mission 1, mission 2, mission 3.
Okay.
And then whenever you and we got just 2 missions in, I think 2 or 3.
Yeah, we got to one of the psychopaths.
Yeah.
He was a Santa Claus, a guy dressed as Santa Claus that like killed me immediately.
It was bad.
Yeah. And I'm like, why didn't you help me? You were like, because he already killed me. I'm like, you got to tell me, man. I didn't know.
Yeah, we both died pretty fast. I will say that is not a mode you should probably play a ton of until you have played a good amount of the single player, because
Mhm.
there's not it just kind of throws you in.
Yeah, there's
and
no
says do
hand holding
stuff.
at all. You get like 40 seconds to prepare before
Yeah.
the zombies can come into the safe house.
Yeah, and then you're kind of on your own. I mean, I like found an exosuit within the first 3 missions. And,
Dude,
like,
that was awesome.
these crazy giant like Hulk style looking gloves
Yeah.
that I just beat the shit out of. Like zombies went flying across the room.
I found
that-
a race car,
and it
a little
was-
tiny race car.
Yeah, I found a like a little shopping cart. Like
That was a
one of those-
hover round.
Yeah, with like a shopping cart on the thing, like you see at Walmart.
If you can find a blueprint for that, you can turn that into a weapon.
I have
of
in the
mass
main game.
destruction.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's awesome. It shoots electric bolts all over the place. But no, like
God.
because it's Dead Rising, like there were times where I had fun
Mhm.
playing that. Like it's super over the top, and I found a lightsaber at one point.
Yep.
And that's never a bad thing. And so like I enjoyed it sometimes, but we got done with that 3rd wave or whatever, or we
The
died at
Santa.
the end of it when
Yeah.
we got to that kind of boss level. And it's not like Gears where all right, like just do this wave until you beat it, then you'll keep going on. Nope, we started back at the beginning.
Oh fuck that.
And maybe there's a checkpoint system where like wave 5 you save or something. We didn't.
Or
play-
after the psychopath or something.
Yeah, maybe so. But I was like, oh, like,
By then
I
we had
don't
already,
wanna
we
do this
lost
again.
we lost all of our weapons, we lost all of
Yep.
our health, which at first was like, man, I got so much health, and then at the end I was like, oh shit, where's
Yeah.
the health?
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, there's some fun to be had in there, but That checkpoint system is not good.
Yeah, it's not designed super well. And like I said, I think
I
would have a lot more fun with it probably after I like played through a good chunk, maybe half or more of the main game, and like felt very comfortable with the mechanics and everything else before I jumped into that.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll read up on some of this, but I think some of the things that you do or unlock in the multiplayer, you have available for you in the single player.
And that would be cool.
And it's probably vice versa. And it sounds like it's more a mode that is intended to be a survival mode than it is something like Horde, where it's just you can just brute force your way to the end. I think it's legitimately supposed to be a survival mode.
Sure, and if that's the way it's supposed to be, that's what it's supposed to be. I definitely enjoy it less if that's the case.
I mean, you look at like Mass Effect's multiplayer was the same way though. Once you died, you couldn't.
Yeah, but once you died in that, like you could pick a different map or you could pick a different class.
This is just starting everything.
Yeah, there was nothing different.
A class system really would help in that too, and it sounds like
or even like a multiple locations might help. But if that stuff was there, it was not presented, or you have to unlock it or something like that, because it definitely didn't show it. It just said, "Hey, start," and then there you go. It might have been a little different with 4 people instead of 2 as well. It's up to 4 people.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is this is definitely for me a letdown in terms of because what they took out to put this in was just the co-op. Campaign.
And the co-op
campaign was some of the most fun I fucking had 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, whatever it was when Dead Rising 3 came out.
Fuck, I think it might be 4 already.
It's 3 because this is the year the Xbox launched.
Yeah, it was a launch title.
Which that was, I guess, it's technically 4 years now, but 3 years when the game came out.
Yeah, it'll be 4 years at the end of this year, but like me and Evan playing through most of that campaign was a shit ton of fun. And you kind of got, because it was the campaign, like you were learning everything as you went, and the difficulty ramped up in a very even, nice way.
And like in the past, like the survival mode for Dead Rising 1, like the weapons and things that you had unlocked in the regular game, like the moves and shit like that, like that all transferred over, and like it would seem like the same type of thing would happen here.
I definitely found some like blueprints in the multiplayer, but I have not gone back to the single player since. So I don't know if those are unlocked.
Because like I remember the suplex and like the running on zombies like shoulders and shit like that was like super helpful in that survival mode. Because that survival mode back then was just survive for 7 straight days, and you have like consistently deteriorating health.
Gotcha.
Which was a super cool mode, but it became like one of those like min-maxing things of, all right, so I know exactly where I need to run to get all these health items, go drop them on this awning, go hang out on this awning, and just like slowly but surely regen my health for 7 days. Because if I try and fight my way through there for 7 days worth of content, and you couldn't pause it or stop or anything, you had to do it all in one run. It was almost impossible.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's a different thing, but still cool. We did on New Year's though, we also played some Jackbox Party Pack 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Trey missed his calling to buy the world's greatest t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a bummer I didn't have the funds for that.
Yeah, you bought a bunch of fucking Blu-rays instead.
Those were from a gift card I got for Christmas. Thank you very much. If they did not take Amazon gift cards.
Hey, you could have done that.
It was too late.
You could have sold that gift card to him.
You would have bought me a t-shirt?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. You didn't offer.
I didn't know that you had already closed it out.
Oh, well.
We would have had to play that game again and get that exact same combination. Everybody was going to have to draw
that
same
butterfly. Yeah.
And everybody's going to have to use the exact same, I just shat myself.
I do want a t-shirt that says I just shat myself with a picture of a butterfly on a sunny day.
You would probably get so many high fives off that shirt.
It's a pretty good t-shirt.
God, you had no idea that was going to win.
No, I had no idea. I mean, it fucking dominated that game.
It did.
Boobs was there for a while.
The boobs.
But no, that was the first round. That was the first game
but
that
like
we played.
at the end, like it was a lot closer than like, because at the end, it like what made it the overall winner was the fact that like it went up against the other two like big winners of the game. So Jackbox, for people who have played before or have heard us talk about before, this is just a collection of mini games that are playable through your phone. It's like up to 8 or 9 players depending on the game, or 6 or 8 players, I guess. Really,
yeah. This time it's 6 to 8 on this particular on.
We didn't try
3.
What is that quiz something?
Quiplash.
Quiplash, yeah, we didn't try Quiplash
because it was the only one that was a carryover. But these are always really fun. The big highlight was definitely the t-shirt one, which as you may have surmised, it's one of 2, but basically everybody was given an opportunity to draw as many shitty like MS Paint style pictures on their phone as they can, and then everybody had the same opportunity to write as many random slogans, and then it just like divvied out those drawings and slogans equally between everybody.
Yeah, you had like 3 different pictures and 4 different slogans, and you between
basically
those
created
you picked
your
one
own
combo.
T-shirt, yeah,
Yeah.
and it became a T-shirt, and then it became everybody voting on it, and it's truly legitimately hilarious.
Yeah, it was really good.
But then the trivia murder mystery is definitely probably the winner of the night. Everybody really liked that one.
Man, it was my favorite by a long
I also
shot.
liked the averages one or whatever, the like security.
Oh yeah, I mean they were all
polling.
fun, but except for that one. But
The faker.
yeah, fuck
Trey?
that shit. But no, the mystery one, man,
away.
was really cool. Like it was just your basic trivia game, but like
With a funny twist.
yeah, this idea that like all your characters, if you got one wrong, you basically died in some horrific way.
Well, you go to the killing floor.
Yes, and it's
and
like
then
Saw
there's
basically.
Yeah, and then there's another trivia, and if you get that
It's
wrong,
usually like
or
some really shitty
take the
mini
cash,
game.
God, Boom
Yeah.
screwed Candace over hard.
Yep.
Because if they didn't both take the cash, they both lived. But
I thought it said they both died.
no. There was one way that they could both live, and then
If neither
two
of them
different
took the
ways.
money.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if one of them
I
took
must
the
have
money, the other
misheard
one
the,
dies, and but the person that took the money gets to keep the money for the end score. And she was like, "Oh, this is gonna be easy." No, and Boo was like,
Please still marry me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, but it was really cool. And then at the very end, all the ghosts of everyone that's left, basically.
It's like this weird like mad dash for the finish line.
Yeah,
of,
you had like these like multiple choice things, and if you got, you could either get 1, 2, or I guess 0, 1, 2, or 3 of them correct. And if you kind of got more right than the person who was still quote unquote living at the end, then you could like catch up and like basically like take over their body as
Yeah.
a ghost. And when I came really fucking close on that first one to winning, and then I answered.
It was me.
Oh, was it you?
I came back and won
It
that
was
first one.
fucking some stupid sports question that fucked me. Both times I went into the lead.
left-handed basketball. Oh no, it was New York teams.
No, that was the second time, and I got that one correct. It
no,
was
I
the,
remember you complaining specifically after that.
Because of the Nets.
No, Boom was complaining about the Nets, but then
Yeah.
you like right afterwards said like those sports questions.
No, I was just upset that like because it instantly said like the NBA or something like that, and I
he
was
like, "Damn
fuck.
it!"
No, but it was the left-handed sports thing that fucked me. That was the first one. But anyways, that was really fun. And then yeah, there was the faker one, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not
Faker.
called the faker, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, whatever. You have to fucking fake that you are gonna hold up like so many fingers for a question, or raise your hand for a certain question or whatever. Like one of the number ones was how many days in a row do you typically use a bath towel? We found out Chuck's wife is gross. She's
You're a
6
crazy
in a row.
person.
That I'm not crazy. 6 days in a row is a long time to use the same bath towel.
No.
Also, do you guys only have one towel? Because her argument was,
a piece.
yeah, her argument
No.
was, well, I do laundry once a week, so that's how I know. And I was like, you don't have more than 4 towels in the house?
We've got some towels.
Sure.
It's not
5 towels. One
I
is a
think it
backup for
I
emergencies.
think it kind of depends. Like if it starts, getting a little
Oh, if
sour,
you're
then
having
I'll-
to use Depends, you should do more than
oh,
once every
gross,
6 days.
Josh.
They are absorbent, to be fair.
That is fair.
Just saying.
I mean, I've seen those commercials. They poured like a whole pitcher of lemonade.
Yeah,
in there.
man.
Those are-
Lemonade specifically.
Yeah,
With
sometimes.
lemons and
Sometimes
everything.
when you're 80, you have to drink a whole pitcher of lemonade.
Yeah.
It's hazing at the retirement home.
God damn it. And then also though the like percentages one is bullshit and it's a fucking lie.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is the
that's
one
right,
where
you
they
have
had
to-
like they polled like X amount of people and it was just
You had to
you
guess.
had to guess. 74% of people do not prefer a window seat on an airplane. It is bullshit.
74% of the people they
Yeah.
surveyed do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like a weird version of Family Feud.
Yeah.
But like a shittier version of Family Feud. It was fun.
That's fair.
but
Most versions of Family Feud are shittier than Family Feud.
I really like this game. I mean, it's
espionage.
Espionage is the name of this one. It really
It is fun.
depends on people's personal views. Like it really preyed upon your weird fascination with aisle seats. Even though I prefer them too, I know I'm in the vast minority.
For aisle seats?
A lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people prefer window seats because they like to look out the window and like kind of see where they're at.
They
and
also
stuff like
like falling asleep and not having to get woken up by somebody who has to go to the bathroom.
that. Yeah. Whereas I
Or
prefer it because when
having,
I
like,
have
any
to
sort of
go to the
fucking
bathroom, I don't
room.
have to worry about it. And also because looking out the window fucking terrifies me.
I love looking out the window, but for me, like, you're already packed in there like a goddamn sardine can anyway. At least having the aisle space means you've got a little bit more room.
On the smaller planes where it's just like 2 seats on either side, if you get the fucking window seat, like that shit is like in your area.
It's the least comfortable seat on the plane.
On the bigger ones where it's like, 2, 3, and 2 or whatever, like those, or even 3 and 3, those aren't so bad that like it's uncomfortable to sit in the window seat. I just like am not a fan of, I don't know, I feel like maybe I'll be slightly more protected in the middle. It's not true at all, but I tell myself that.
No, the only preferable spot on any airplane is in the exit row, and that is all that you need.
Man, yeah, I got hooked up with the exit row on my flight back from
it's the best
from LA this past year.
Absolute fucking best. I'm gonna have to step away though because I think we only have one more game to talk about.
I believe you are now correct.
And I sadly have not.
10 games after you thought we had no more games to talk about.
So you guys did finish episode 5 of Batman.
We did.
And I assume there's probably spoilers that I should avoid.
There is. I mean, I don't know if you should avoid them. That's up to you, but there are spoilers. Also, for those watching on YouTube or Periscope or listening to this on their favorite podcast app, spoilers.
10 minutes.
Or less.
Okay.
But we'll let you know because we're going to go to break after this. I'll just send us to break.
That's a wall there. That's a low-bearing wall.
It's a Batman.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Josh. Go away. Garage door. Your fucking alarm system is the worst.
I can mute it if I want.
Then why don't you?
Because I get lonely sometimes, so I just open the door.
Just, hello, alarm system.
Garage door.
Tell me about doors.
Garage door, thanks.
So Batman.
Best.
Episode 5. I think we've talked about 4 on the show already, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so this is the end.
Yep.
In one of my favorite Telltale games.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's like top 3. I really liked what they did with the story overall with Batman, like this idea of Bruce Wayne, and obviously we've talked about this, I'm sure every time we've talked about one of these episodes, but like how far they strayed from the fiction. Like, I'd say about as far as you can without like making Batman somebody other than Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, his backstory is like
the idea of his parents being corrupt and or his father especially, and just kind of how they introduced Joker and Two-Face and everybody really. And then, of course, Lady Arkham, who's Vicky Vale.
Spoilers.
Indeed. We've warned everybody. No, so that's... I guess we can kind of start there and just work our way around. The final fight with Vicky Vale after you... Is it under Arkham, right?
Yeah, you were in, like, below Arkham in some sort of, like,
Can't wait for Killer Croc to show up based on the fucking area you were in.
Yeah. It's like some sort of, like, church kind of...
Yeah, like
scenario down there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was like underground, lots of giant like masonry and stuff and statues and all that.
Columns.
But yeah, you get to kind of this like underground cathedral type place, and I don't know, she's sacrificing lambs or some shit. I'm not sure. I can't remember what she's doing in there, but it looks like a place where she should sacrifice things. And no, that final fight, dude, was like really good.
Yeah, she was. I mean, giving it to you too. She was fighting pretty hard.
Yeah, it was, no matter how well you did with like the prompts and stuff, like she definitely got her shots. And that one part of the fight where you guys like both like fly into the air was the fucking best, dude.
That was really cool.
That was a out loud oh shit moment, which is always how I mark whether or not a game is good or a movie or TV show. If I shout oh shit, you've done something right. But yeah, and then in the end, well, there was a big choice there, right, with Alfred, wasn't there? Or am I wrong?
No, you could decide to save Alfred or decide to attack Lady Arkham. Oh no, the biggest thing was removing your cowl.
That's right. Yeah, did you do that?
I did.
I did as well. So yeah, that was, and I don't know. I mean, I guess it probably would have played out pretty similar either way if I had to guess. But
yeah,
the only difference I think was Alfred like made a big deal about thanking you for risking your secret identity for him. Which, you know what are you going to do? Let Alfred die? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no. I mean, in the Joker cuts off Alfred's hand in the comics last year or 2 years ago.
I mean, it's fine. You can get him you're Bruce Wayne. You get him a sweet robot hand.
Yeah, robo hand.
I'm just saying. He could get him like a multi-tool hand for butlering.
Swiss Army hand.
Yeah. You just have like a bottle opener on one finger and
a spork,
paring
on
knife.
The thumb, probably.
What else do you need for butlering? Corkscrew.
Yeah. Floss.
Is that what your butler does? He flosses your teeth or other things?
I mean, if I wanted him to, that's Buttle, you know?
I mean, yeah, the floss, I guess, could like go between like the thumb and index finger,
Right?
and then you could just get right in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Magnifying glass.
For all the sleuthing he has to do.
Well, yeah.
That's part of
newspapers.
being a butler is sleuthing.
Yeah. Oh,
is that the verb? Sleuthing.
Sleuthing.
Sleuthing. You know, when you sleuth.
Yeah. The
You sleuth real hard.
to be in the act of sleuthing, right?
Yeah.
You sleuth.
Exactly. We
Like
are idiots.
like a spritzer for like
I thought
drinks.
you were about to go on with the Batman stuff.
No. I'm still on Robo Hand or Swiss Army Hand. And he's got some seltzer, you know, for gin and tonics.
Sure.
Seltzer. You don't have seltzer?
I feel like that's a robo hand for like Bozo the Clown, not for a butler.
I mean, if you want a gin and tonic, get some fucking tonic in your hand. You know,
I guess is there like
my
a whole
gin's
system
awful,
of,
like tonicless.
I bet
Alfred.
At this point, each finger should contain
Why did I even get you that fucking hand?
a certain like liquor and or mixer.
Right.
It's just like hooks to a backpack he wears at all times.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and he's
He
got.
just make you an old fashioned whenever you want.
He's got an iPod charger in there, just in case,
Yeah,
because everybody's looking for
just
one.
like a whole set of USB chargers.
Yeah.
for various items.
Yeah, you know, iPods for sure. Well, not iPod because
well, it's
that's,
probably
you
a
know,
bat pod
It's very
in Gotham
2014.
City. Or a bat phone. You got to keep the bat phone charged.
Well, you just do this. That
Well,
turns
for
it
him,
into,
I'm
yeah.
saying in case Batman
Oh,
needs,
yeah, you know, or
needs
he's
a
on
quick charge.
T-Mobile and he doesn't get shit reception in the Batcave.
Yeah, well then he's just getting his data throttled, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Bringing that old Jim back. All right, for real though, what
Okay.
else the fuck happened to Batman?
Well, you had stopped Two-Face in episode 4.
Yeah, you threw that motherfucker on the stairs, or well, he threw himself, really, I guess. But
Well, not me. I lit that motherfucker on fire, and he turned
What?
He turned into Two-Face.
right, no, but yeah, but
he was gonna.
is that how he dies?
He doesn't die.
Okay,
He goes. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot somebody.
yeah, I remember all this.
I
We
threw the
talked about this.
batarang into the mechanism. It blows up in his hand. Half of him catches on fire.
What would happen if he had a robo hand? Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, and then you take him away in episode 5 when you're chasing Lady Arkham down the hallways of Arkham. He's like totally there, and he's like all wrapped up, and he sees you coming, and he kind of like
So you
cowers away.
You don't deal with Harvey at all in episode 5.
No,
Okay, like in my episode 5.
because you didn't see full on Two-Face,
Right, I went to because he's still Harvey the whole time. He never turns to Two-Face.
right?
I had to
That's
fucking,
because you took on the Penguin in the last episode instead of going
right.
to...
So I went to Wayne Tech
right,
and stopped the Penguin,
right.
and so because of that, at the beginning of episode 5, this is crazy. I had a whole scene you didn't fucking see, which means you probably had something at the beginning that
Yeah.
I didn't see. But I had to go to Wayne Manor, and I had to like confront Harvey, and I get his coin. He like goes to flip it, and I catch it in midair, and I fucking throw it. And he freaks out and jumps over the fucking railing after it and just fucking breaks his neck on the stairs.
He died?
Yeah. That motherfucker is dead.
Really?
Yes. Unless I'm misremembering something, which I now think I am.
Why would they kill off Two-Face?
I don't know, man. There's more villains. There's like 80,000 villains.
Yeah, but he's one of the like top 5 probably.
He's not even Two-Face in mine. That's why, I guess.
Yeah. I
Maybe he's
guess.
not dead. Maybe I'm just misremembering. He definitely looks dead, and he's laying on the stairs in a fucking heap. He's been heaped. It's kind of like sleuthing.
Man, I wish I could get heaped tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna go home tonight and just wake up Brady, but hey, you want to heap?
I'm gonna heap you so hard.
God, she'd be pissed. What the fuck are you talking about? Trying to sleep. Anyway, so what happened at the beginning of yours? Because I bet it's totally different.
It's the Penguin. He finds me with the drones, and he's got the little monocle and all that kind of stuff. I finally like wind up like taking him out and like zapping him through that thing and knocking his ass out and then take
Okay,
him away.
so you just fought whoever we didn't fight at the end of episode
Right.
4. We fought at the beginning of episode 5. I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. what else big happened? I don't remember any of the big choices now. It's been like 2 weeks since we played this.
Well, you go into the Vale household and you find like some little torture room that her parents used to keep her in. There's like bloody belts and belt buckles and shit.
And Alfred writes like the message
Yeah.
for you to find him or whatever.
Yeah.
That was some crazy shit.
That was really cool. I don't really remember a whole lot of the big choices either.
So how did yours end? After the big Lady Arkham fight.
Like the credits, like right before the credits?
Mhm.
You're talking about the Stinger, I guess?
Yeah.
Well, it's the Joker.
Okay, so same.
Yeah. Okay.
I was curious if that was different based on our decisions.
So yeah, it's the Joker actually outside of Arkham, like talking about Bruce, like see you soon, Brucey, that kind of thing. And
Right.
I mean, he's full on Joker mode at that point, and I'm like, oh, season 2, baby.
Yeah, I really hope they do another season of this. Like,
I would be stunned if they didn't.
yeah, this has got to be number 3 for me.
This was critically and financially well received.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of because I think Walking Dead episode 1, or season 1, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah. Season 1 and 2 of The Walking Dead are. Season 2 for me is better because I felt the choices were more impactful. Especially
I have this
at the
above
end.
season 2 of Walking Dead.
Really?
Yeah, it's season 1 of Walking Dead, then Borderlands, then this, then
Man,
season 2 of
Borderlands
Walking
was
Dead.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I keep forgetting about that. I don't think we'll get a second season. Of
No,
that.
I don't think we, and I don't know that we need one, but I'm very happy we got the one. And I'm fucking stoked for Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way.
Yeah, I
Speaking
think it's
of
going to have a whole
Telltale.
lot of the same humor, just not the same level of
Right.
violence and language. Even though this was rated M for a reason. There are people getting shot in the face and
Yeah, I think this will be a
swearing
little
and shit.
less. I mean, it's Marvel, and I think they want like people who are
What's
watched-
Disney?
Well, yeah, and people who watch like the PG-13 movie, I'm sure they want. I'm assuming it'll be rated teen. Maybe a little bit of language, obviously some violence, but nothing too bloody, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the humor is what they need to nail there. Obviously, after the movie was so good at it. But anyways, yeah, Batman's good.
Anybody up there got some tape? No. You're telling me not one single person up there has any tape. You're the one with a thermonuclear warhead in his backpack. If anybody's going to have tape, it's you.
Oh God, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is going to be good.
It's going to be great.
On that note,
Yeah.
let's hear a word from our sponsor. We'll be back in just a moment.